Hello, welcome to this video of Tomb Raider 2 No Loads, No Meds or Secret tutorial. Today's gonna be about Living Quarter. This is pretty chill level and relatively easy if you're careful, so let's go. First of all, you just have a normal dev intended way of doing the level in the water. Just pull the lever on your left. It's important that you go straight left or you don't get trapped by current. And yeah, prepare your whatever you want to kill with the next guy, because if you want to kill them with autos, you can give them whatever you want. So you can choose the M16, it's no problem, you can just jump there and keep going. And if you want to be fast, you can do this. There is a chance you might get shot by that shotgun guy if you do that way. This is way faster than waiting, but there is a chance of getting shot. But don't worry, health is not that big of an issue, so they're saved after. But yeah, if you want to be safe after Doria, just want to be chill, just be safe and do not rush like this. It's not a problem. So let's save over here. So you can use autos, you can use whatever you want. So if you jump like this and if you step on this, you can immediately jump here and keep jumping. So that's probably the fastest way to do that part. And there is another way, but it's a bit harder and more likely for you to get stumbled and get shot, so I'm not going to show it right now. But yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it if you want to be really fast. So here I didn't kill him, but it's fine, it's no problem. So as you can see, you don't get shot too often, but it can happen, just mentioning it. If you really want to not take any damage here, you can just go here. So that guy drops a med, so it's not a problem. So the shotgun guy spawns on the next tile here, as you can see. And yeah, it will generally run away. If it doesn't, okay, you can hear him stepping away, so once he stepped away, you can just do the same thing and keep going, and you will never get shot. So it's really not an issue. Just wait for him to go away and you should be good. Just go here, step on the tile on here. So as you can see, he's going away, so you just have the time to do that and keep going. And then draw your uses is probably the best gun for the situation, for the next situation, or your shotgun if you have 4. You can drop down here, it's no problem. The trigger type for the next guy is next tile here. So what you do is you just draw your uses forward, step back and shoot them, and you just wait for the second one to come. And as you can see, it's no problem. I don't recommend going to ambush him, because the reason, if you start to ambush him and it goes wrong, you will stand on this tile that triggers another guy and barrels here. So it can get messy and you can die maybe. So just try to avoid ambushing him like this. I personally prefer taking a risk to get shot or something than triggering the barrels, because it's probably... Okay, so as you can see, I took a shot, so this is possible. Okay, so whatever, we're not reloading, it doesn't have to. So yeah, that's probably the best way. That's why I use Uzis, because if you use autos, there is a chance that the guy shoots you, the shotgun guy, before you being able to kill him. With Uzis, it's way less of a risk, as you can see. That guy dropped, I think it's harpoon ammo and auto ammo. So if you want autos, you can take autos, and the other guy drops harpoons, doesn't really matter. The next guy, you can just either trigger the barrels and do this, jump over it for the speedrun way and kill that guy on the way, or you can just you can go over tile, come back, trigger and wait for the guy and kill him from here. It's slower, but it works as well. And you won't have to jump over the barrel, which is a good thing for casual. And then you can either do the really slow way or or faster way. So slow way is dev intended. So you basically come here, do a jump here, and just shimmy all the way through. So this is how you skip the fireplace dev intended. So yeah, jump is pretty simple. Just go to the edge, step back, and just running jump. It's no problem. And that is pretty slow. But there is a 100% way to do this part. There is a slightly faster way, but I'm going to show you after. So there is a setup for this. So what you do is you go against the edge here, you climb, you step back immediately. It doesn't really matter if you step back immediately or not, because you don't get damage from here, but whatever. So you just climb, step back, you go against the edge again, side step as much as you can, step back twice, do a standing jump, you will stumble like this, and then do a standing jump forward and you hold right, and as you can see, you lose a bit of health, but really slight, and you make it. So that's pretty easy, and that's completely safe. So climb up, go against the edge, side step as much as you can, step back twice. You will stumble here. If you don't stumble, start again the setup, seriously, and standing jump forward and holding right, and you're good to go. So it might seem useless, but the reason you climb, so for example you do this, you climb, then you step back and you side step again, and it's not a coincidence that I do that. It's not because it's not because I'm a monkey and whatever. It's because if you don't climb and then side step, there is a chance that you will get a different angle when you side step, depending of where you face. For example, as you can see, I'm facing this direction, but if I do the thing, she will be aligned more left. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but it is the case, and that might mess up a setup. So if I don't climb and then do the side step things, there is a chance that actually, so for example like this, if I do the setup, that will happen, and that's not good at all. Then you have to side flip like this and etc. So that's why you climb and then you do the side step. It's to make the side step position consistent, to have the right angle. So that's not useless. Okay, and now there is a bit faster way. So you just climb, you aim like this, just like Venice jump, and you do a standing jump holding forward. So this is a bit more complicated, but this is faster. So you don't care about side stepping, it's just to be sure you're against the edge, so don't be here. Just be against the edge, climb, you won't get on fire, then turn until this line up. So I personally use Lara stop ahead with that corner here. I try to place her a bit in the middle, a bit on the left of the middle of her head. And then what I do is I just do a standing jump, and just before or when I touch the wall, she's gonna get pushed to the side as it happened. What I do at this point is I press right. If I don't press right, what happens is that I just send on fire like this. So pressing right stops that. So yeah, climb like this, line up like this. You can do a bit more if you're not comfortable. Most important is you get pushed by the wall, and just do not be like this. It can work, as you can see, but it's a bit more risky because you have more trajectory to go, because you have to go more left. So it's better to be pushed by the wall. It makes it more consistent. So you can see like this. And when you touch the wall or just before it, you just press right. So here I did it too late, because I was explaining, so I'm not focused, but yeah, look at this, up just before you touch the wall, just press right and you're good to go. So this is a bit habit to have to press it just before you touch the wall. If your lineup is good, you can touch it after, like this, I guess, like this, yeah. But if your lineup is slightly too much left, like this, for example, you have to press it just before it, or else you will get on fire. So that's a bit faster way. It's like 2 or 3 seconds faster. So if you don't want to take the risk, it's no problem. And in case something wrong happens, you can pull that lever and turn down the fire to not have to do that again if something wrong happens. If you do the lever right, you shouldn't need to come back here, but it can happen that you fall somewhere and you have to redo this part. So yeah, just in case, you can do this. And then you climb, try to be on the left, because if you do, you can do a running jump like this, and it's a bit faster. If not, it's no problem. And then prepare a flare, because we're gonna do a flare cancel, and just go pull that lever. And if you do a standing jump backward, it's backward, you can do this, and just keep going. You lose slight bit of health, or what you can do is you can just step back twice and flare cancel, and you don't lose health. Not gonna pass time on that. When you climb here, you go here. It's important that you walk to the edge and do a standing jump, or because if you do a running jump and you're too close, you won't have time to grab. So that's just something. If you want to add a running jump here to save a bit of time, you need to do from here. And if you are from too far, you won't be able to grab, so be careful. And with this part, I've seen a lot of people taking their time and etc., going to the edge, doing something like this, and then doing something like that, stepping, stumbling, and etc. It's really slow, and you can do that. It's no problem. So what you would do is you go to the edge here, standing jump. I'm not sure you can do a swan dive here. Yeah, you can do a swan dive, standing jump on your here, and then you can set up for this jump here. Just step back and do a running jump here. Just be careful about that, touching that ceiling here. That might be really bad and risky. And go to the secret. Or you can be fast, and actually it's not really hard. So if you do a running jump, that will happen. So if you just curve on the right or on the left, if you climb on the right, obviously, you will avoid that by doing like this. And then you just roll off the edge, and you can do this, and then you can do this. The last one is actually a bit trickier, so you don't really have to, but that is actually really easy. You just running jump and do this. So it's just, if you press forward here, you won't make it, as you can see. If you roll, it's like in Bartoli's hideout. You need to roll to make the thing happen, like this. And if you roll, it's actually, it makes it 100% consistent. So yeah, just actually, no, it doesn't work. I knew it would work. But yeah, so you just do a running jump, curving a bit, roll off the edge, do a running jump, and you're on that platform. And then you can set up your jump, and it's a bit faster. It's really easy, so yeah. So you don't want to touch that edge here, because that will happen. That edge, that ceiling, I mean. So yeah, that is done. So just running jump here, roll up. You can, if you're brave enough, you can even roll here, but I'd recommend that because there is a chance that you fall down. And yeah, you set up your jump, whatever, and you get your secret. So actually, you don't have to get the secret first if you want to be really safe with health. If you want to be safe with health, what you can do is just the same thing. Up. You do a running jump here, and you wait for the shotgun guy. It's a shotgun guy, I think. Yeah, I think it's a shotgun guy. And you wait for him, and you just kill him with whatever guns you have. I wouldn't use grenade launcher for him because it's actually pretty easy to ambush. You can pick his ammo and kill him, and then go here and get to the jump to do the secret like this. So the reason I'm telling you it's safer for health is that if you get the secret first, oops, whatever. If you get the secret first and you do the secret jump, and then you jump back, there is a chance that the guy will already be here and shoot you. So for example, here I was lucky because he didn't. But sometimes he's already here when you're climbing and he shoots you once or twice, depending on how lucky you are. And you lose health, so that's not good. That you only do that if you want to be fast. That doesn't happen too often, but that can happen. So yeah, you just choose whatever. I'm just telling you that it's a possibility. So you pick up a secret, and then you're pretty much good to go. So this jump is actually a bit special. So if you don't jump correctly, generally that's going to happen. Oh well, that didn't happen here. Let's try to get it. That will happen. And that's not good. That's because your jump wasn't good enough. And you won't lose health or whatever, but you will have to come back down here and keep going and redo the piston part. Don't worry, you won't have to redo the fire part. It's good. But that's what can happen. To make the jump works every time, you just go to the side like this, go to the edge, just step back, do a running jump, stay on the left of the platform, and you're good. If you aim on the right of the platform, it will not work like this. That will happen. So it's a bit weird because it's a bit of a geometry and also the jumps, so yeah, just be careful about that. And then you just ambush him, or as you can see, it can be messy if you're unlucky with RNG. So if you kill him before, you don't need to kill him, obviously. But yeah, and then you're pretty much good for a nice block pushing session again. Oops. So don't worry, this is not Doria. Yeah, this part is done. This part of the level is pretty much done. Just need to pull a lever and you're good to go to the water area. So I'll let you to it to see how you do all this part because it's not really important. You can side flip here and just go pull that lever. Don't fall here on you, or you will have to redo everything you just did. Pull that lever again, but change the piston again, and reclimb here. Don't fall in the hole. If you fall in the hole, you have to redo the fire part because you change the piston again. So you can't go to a piston again by the normal way. And then you go here. And if you want to be fast, you can just do something like that. So you need to jump from this square here. You need to jump from this square, a bit after the start of this square to make it here. And then you go diagonally again, roll, jump again, and you're good, and it's easy. No, I'm kidding, it's not, but yeah, this part is easy. It's exactly the same. Jump from here, jump a bit diagonally, roll off the edge, running jump forward, and you are on this platform. So this is exactly the same as previously. If you don't want to, obviously, you can just... I don't remember exactly. You just go to the edge. You can do a swan dive, I think. Yeah. Well, actually, maybe the swan dive saved me. I'm not sure. Let me check some quickly. Yeah, if I didn't swan dive, I would have fallen here. Oops. I never set it up, so if you do a stunning jump here, that shouldn't work. Oh, that works. Okay, never mind. So you can do stunning jump, forward, another jump, forward. Actually, you can go to the edge and roll, probably, up. And then you can also grab if you want to be uber safe and etc. If you want to be slow, you can. It's not really something I should explain because it's actually super easy. But yeah, if you want to be fast, just up, running jump here, roll, running jump. And you don't have to make that jump YOLOing at the end. You can just set it up like this and grab and you're good to go. Again, don't hit the low ceiling here or you're dead. and then pull the lever, and I'm gonna think, I will try to remember a cool way of not losing health. How is it again? No, it's not like this. I need to think again. Let me think. Yeah, it's this. Okay. So you can either do the normal speedrun way, which is walk back once, standing jump and roll, and you will be able to flirt cancel. And this is probably the fastest way to do it, but you lose a bit of health. Let's see how much you lose. I don't remember. Yeah, you lose that health, which is quite a bit. So I can understand why you don't want to do this. And there is a kind of setup to go back to that platform down here without losing health. You can also do a jump here, but there is a risk of you to hit a low ceiling or die or whatever. It's actually a pretty simple jump. So you just go here, step back, just do a running jump and curve it a bit to the end to land on the piston. And then you can come back here and keep going. So this is a way, over a slightly faster way and 100% consistent, but doesn't make you jump. So what you do is after you pull the lever, you just side flip to the left here, just roll, and then you're going to do a running jump swan dive holding right, and you will do that. So what you do is you just side flip, like this, roll, and you can either do it with an inventory buffer or not. Actually, do you have to? Yeah, you don't have to do it with an inventory buffer, but I guess it's safer. So you just open your inventory and just close it again, and when you close it, you're gonna hold forward and right to be able to do a running jump forward, and just before you jump, you press the walk button to do a swan dive, and you keep holding right, and that should happen. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm sorry if it's not 100% consistent. I just saw it once, and I just wanted to show you because it's pretty cool. So yeah, it looked consistent to me. So just showing you so you know, but practice it to be sure that there is no problem. So as you can see, there is not really any trouble, as you can see, but just in case, practice it. And yeah, you can do that, so that avoids this weird jump here. But this jump is not complicated, it's just that it's a risk. It's not 100% consistent. And then you can just keep going, so you should use a flare to cancel. Well, not that stumble wasn't supposed to happen, but yeah. You can use a flare to stumble, to avoid the stumble, and then go in the water. And then you're good to go. So, pull that lever here, which was the reason we couldn't leave earlier, and go here. So you can kill the scuba dive. I don't recommend to. If you are good enough with your movements, you shouldn't need to kill him, but you can kill him. Just try to stay behind him like this, and you're good to go. Is there something here? Oh yeah, there is a hole here for your breathing, if I remember right. It's not here, it's on the other one. There's a hole for your breathing. Wait, where is it? I swear I saw it. Okay, yeah, it's here. Here. There's a hole for breathing. There's nothing in this hole, just, yeah. You can, if you don't have harpoons, you can also shoot the scuba dive from here, probably. Just mentioning. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just one thing, just don't turn left too quick here or that will happen. And the reason I'm saying it's important is that the scuba dive will be closer to you if you do that, because it spawns at this tile. And there is a higher chance that it shoots you multiple times if you don't do this part perfectly. If you do this part perfectly like this, as you can see, he's not able to shoot you, except that maybe this harpoon depending of your movements. But if you miss something, if you mess up something like this, for example, up, and you need to do something like this and wait, the chances that it touches you are way bigger. So here I'm lucky, but trust me, you can take 3 or 4 extra harpoon shots by doing that. So just be focused to not turn left too quick, and you're good. And then just swim forward to the lever. Don't curve or anything to avoid the heel here, the jump scare heel. Up, pull the lever, roll, and just swim up a bit, and you will never get hit by this heel. It's not necessary to do fancy stuff. And then emerge here. You should take 3 or 4 harpoon shot depending of how lucky you are if you didn't kill him. So this is worth not killing the harpoon guy here, because it doesn't damage you too much. If you're already low health, obviously you want to kill it. Then you emerge here and you skip the whole intended part here by doing that jump. So this is really easy. You just jump here. Oops. Just jump here and you do a standing jump and grab here. And you skip this whole puzzle part that nobody ever does. Oops. Who, do you yourself? Yeah. It's completely messed up, but whatever. So yeah, just 3 steps. If you want to be fast, you just do 3-step jump and roll, and then standing jump again. And then you keep going. And if you do it right, this shotgun guy will never hit you. This shotgun guy can't hit you if you just don't take your time. And then you keep going and you get to the Jade secret, and you can kill that guy. You can use pretty much all the guns you want, doesn't matter, it doesn't drop anything. And yeah, you can do the dev intended, which is actually, I learned that way not on purpose. I didn't even know it was the dev intended way. So you can actually go like this, climb here, and just I think fall from here. Yeah, I think you lose health from here. Yeah, maybe you can grab the edge, I'm not sure. I'm gonna be honest, this is the first time I tried this. I'm not sure if you grab the edge you lose health. I think you still lose a bit of health, maybe. Yeah, you still lose a bit of health, okay. So I don't recommend that because you lose health. Or you can just jump here, grab, and you either land directly on the secrets, or you just land a bit on the side of it. It doesn't really matter, it's just save time, but yeah, just do like this, grab, and everything is fine. This setting is weird because it changed a bit your angle, as you can see. It should be fine, you shouldn't land on the glass as long as you don't do something like this. Well, it still works here, but if you aim too much left, that can happen, which is not good, obviously, but this never happens. If you want to be safe, just go here, do a standing jump, grab. Don't all grab, or you will grab the edge on top, obviously, and it should be good. I'm not sure you can roll on the edge. Let me check. I never tried that. Yeah, you can still roll off the edge also, but it's a bit more tricky to me. I mean, it's always scary that I hate that. And I take the secret and go away. Just of course walk here. I'm gonna test something actually to try because I'm never new. Okay, you lose that health. I think it's better to press. Just give me a second. Oops. Actually, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, you roughly lose the same health if you press jump or if you press action plus forward. It's hard to tell, actually. You might lose less health if you press jump here. I'm not sure, but maybe my eyes are sick or whatever. But whatever, you do whatever, it shouldn't make a difference. Just climb again and keep going and get to the last secret. So be careful, be really careful about that corner here. Don't cut it. Don't try to cut it. There is a chance that you void from here. So what is void? I'm not sure you can, well, whatever, but if you cut the corner too much, there is a chance that you void which is a state where you are inside the wall and you can't get out. Well, you can, but it can take forever. And you have to know what to do. But yeah, and cutting that corner actually is really risky with that. Some corners can be cut, no problem, you will never void, but this one is actually a void issue. So just don't cut that corner too much. And then go here. So you should know what's going here. Just do all the things quickly. Just don't stand on this tile because there is a glass or something. Yeah, glass. Didn't remember if it was spike or glass. Just whatever you do, the fastest way to do this is to do something like this. So you'll be able to keep going. What I personally do is I just do something like this. I turn left and keep going, and I can shoot this fish here, and I can stand here directly. So this is speedrun way. If not, you can just roll here, and you're good to go. And you can shoot the thing and stand here. And if you don't have a lot of health, so this is way more than enough to finish the level here. But if you don't, you can wait the fish here, and when you see him, you just come back and kill it like this. So you just wait for a fish to come and you kill him. And if you have enough health and can take a bite fish or something, and no problem, you can just swim directly and get to the secret. Here, this should give you M16 ammo. So if you pick it up, if you are fast enough, this fish won't eat you or eat you once or twice max. And then what you can do is you can just walk to this and climb, which is a bit slow. So you don't need to kill him to kill that fish or whatever. But I'm just killing it for showing without reloading. Or when you get out of this hole by swimming, you can just go here, stop here, and just do this jump here. That saves a bit of time. So it's pretty hard. So when you get out of water, you should be here. Then you target here. And the purpose of this jump is you need to step like this. You don't want to step. You don't want to step like this. If you are too much to the right of this edge, you won't be able to jump. So here I could for some reason, but there is less chance for you to make the jump. You want to let a bit of space. You don't want to do something like that. Well, not that. That's not what I wanted to show. Give me a second up. You don't want to do something like that, because you will be blocked like this, so that's not good. So you want to leave a bit of space here. So you want to climb roughly here. And then you make the jump. And you curve when you're really close to the... And you don't curve too early. If you curve too early, obviously, that will happen. And you don't curve too late or you will eat the other wall. So that's why it's pretty tricky. It's not too hard, but it's just... You need to curve at the right time. So it's hard to explain, so just watch my inputs. And when I press left, and you should be able to reproduce it. And if you fall in the water, what you can do is you can just climb again. Just the thing you need to know is that there is small risk you get bitten by a fish if you miss this jump. So you can either kill the fish before or not, but yeah. Oops, so for some reason she didn't jump here. But yeah, that's basically how you do it. So it's not too big of a time save, but it's just pretty cool. It's a pretty cool jump, so I like showing it. And then this part you can do the speedrun away, which is go here, backflip, and grab this and shimmy. So how to do that's pretty simple. You just jump to the collapsing tile, go here, backflip before it falls, and jump again and grab, and you're good. This is pretty easy, as long as you face like this. So you can land here. It's a bit slower because you need to shimmy right, but it still works. So you just don't want to be like this, and then it should be good. Oh well, it still works here, but you just don't want to face like this and just backflip, because you will backflip here, obviously. And the reason you need to be, oh, that was cool. The reason you don't want this tile to collapse is that you can't backflip here on the thing. And if you try to jump like here, you won't be able to roll and grab. You will stumble here. So that's why it's the fastest way. Also, don't worry, there is no glass here. So if you miss it, you need to jump here and come back. So, just give me a second. So if you miss it, you can just step back here, do a standing jump. You might slide like this, it doesn't matter. And then just jump on this slope and do the dev intended way. So that's pretty much it. Just jump here, oops, backflip, and you're good to go. So as you can see, even if you bump against a wall, you have still time to make it. And you can climb from here. And then you can prepare a flare console if you want, and because you're gonna have one here. So if you do a jump here, you will lose a bit of health, not too much, but just so you know. And you kill that guy from here. So as you can see, he can go through that fence for some reason, because he's a bot, so he does whatever he wants. But yeah, just take whatever weapons you want, except pistols, and just shoot him from here, and you're good. Don't go too far in front, or you might get a shot once, but overall it should be good. And then you can shoot this guy. If you shoot this guy, if you don't know how to YOLO to jump over that barrier, it's fine. Just step back, do a running jump from here, and you're good to go. So that avoids you having to push the blocks, I guess. Actually, does it? Not sure. I think it's... I don't remember which is the only way to... Not sure the dev intended way of doing this part, actually. Do you have to push a block? Yeah, you can push the block and then... So you can just keep pushing that block, avoid dev intended. It's pretty easy. Just step back and do a running jump and you're good. So you can YOLO it, obviously, like I'm just gonna do, like this, and then keep shooting. So it's pretty easy. Just you need to jump roughly from here. If you jump from here, you're good, as you can see. So this is pretty okay to YOLO, but if you can't YOLO, just go from here and do a standing jump, and you're good. And then kill those guys. You can ambush him if you want or not. It's really as you want. There is another guy here. And yeah, they don't drop anything, so just so you know. And then we're gonna skip the whole theater part, because yeah, why not? So I'm not gonna show the YOLO way. The YOLO is in my speedrun tutorial, and it's... Oops, what am I doing? And it's... Yeah, it's pretty hard to explain, and you shouldn't need that in a no loads, no meds. So yeah, I'm gonna explain to you how to skip this whole part here with this jump here. I hope I saved. Wait, I don't remember where I saved, so I'm gonna save here. So so you can do this jump here. So sorry I missed it. Oops, wow. I'm sorry, I used to YOLO, so that might be why. So that should work. Yeah. So this is this jump. So how do you do this jump? So what you do is you need to line up Laura's. So what I do is I use this texture here. I try to make it so the end of the size of the texture match Laura's pants. The end of Laura's pants, and that's how I do it. It doesn't have to be too much precise. It can be like this, it can be like this. As long as you curve the right way in the air, it's good. But yeah. And then you stand back, and you can either if you don't want to do the full setup, you can just try to delay a bit your jump like I just did and grab late, like this. So the later you grab, the more chances you will have to make this jump. It's not like living quarter. It's not like offshore rig where you need to grab at the last frame. It's way more permissible, but it's way easier if you grab late. Like this. Here, if I had grabbed too early, it wouldn't have worked. But yeah, you step back, you try to delay your jump. If you just do a normal running jump, you will need a really, really late grab, or I'm not even sure it would work. You need to delay slightly your jump, like this. Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, it wasn't enough. But yeah, if you don't do the full setup, if you just step back and do a running jump, you need to delay your jump. So as you can see here, I delayed my jump, so Lara kind of jumped in the air, so I'm sure it will work. But if you don't want to have to delay or whatever, what you can just do is you can just step back, do a standing jump, not pressing anything, and then do your running jump, and you will be in the same situation if you just do a normal running jump. So again, go to the edge, line up Lara's like this, step back, standing jump, normal running jump, and just grab a bit late. Not with a setup, it doesn't have to be very late, and then you can climb and finish the level. And yeah, it's pretty much it. So as you can see, just delaying make it possible, but if you don't want to do that, again, just don't do it. And yeah, that's pretty much it with Living Quarter. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions, you can ask in the commentary section. I'm gonna post again 2 ways of doing this level: a slow way, well, slow, it's a bit bad to say, but a slower way which is more casual, and a speedrun way, and you will see the differences and difference in time. Next level is going to be the deck, which is probably going to be exciting, and see you next time.